All right, this little bit of YouTube business is involved in the video games software news section. Okay, first, Xbox 720, Infinity, whatever they're calling it now. There has been a couple other things coming out about it. I know the 21st is when they're supposed to actually do their big unveiling of the Infinity project, whatever they call it. Now there's rumors going around that it will be able to be played offline in a single player mode, which you would think, well, duh. Uh, then there's other rumors going around saying that it won't be able to. If it don't, Microsoft might as well just shut down Xbox. Yeah, there'll be some people buying it, but it will not be the droves that people want to buy it in. If you do not make it to where people can play single player games offline, because I personally don't play my games online. I realize I have a 360. You can see it in it's right there. That's my 360 sitting back there. I do not play it online. I have no need to. I don't want to. I don't play my console games online. It's like on my computer, I have a couple of MMOs that I don't play. I just don't care about it. Honestly, I go to Facebook and play stupid games on there. Nothing more serious than that. What I want my consoles for is for when I want to sit down, get away from the computer, and I want to shoot things, blow up things, move things around, or play games without having to deal with other people being around. Not every minute of my day needs to be a social interaction with other people. And I'm sure many gamers out there, you and me included, don't want to play with people all the time. Sometimes you want to sit down and solve a puzzle by yourself. Sometimes you want to sit down and read a book by yourself. You don't have to have other people there to do it. But Microsoft needs to realize that if they're getting very cocky, because here's something else that I wanted to go on with this one too. They was talking about the software Windows 8, which personally I think sucks. I don't like Windows 8. I think if you had a touch tablet, I could see kind of where they went with that. But as far as desktops and laptops, it sucks. Get over it. And if you don't like it, Microsoft, you can kiss my hairy butt. The thing of it is, people have been claiming that it is a horrible system, and it is. I have it. It's awful. Microsoft is getting, for some reason, they're starting to bash the people that are saying stuff like this. They're coming out, well, it's not like that. It's a really great system. We designed it. We know it's spectacular. Look how good this system is. It's fantastic. We've made it for everybody. Obviously, you didn't. Obviously, it was some kind of internal design thing that they didn't bother beta checking it with real people that use the system. They didn't go out and say, hey, what do you think about this? We think it sucks. Well, that's perfect for us. Let's build it. That's what it seems like you have done, Microsoft, that you have taken something that nobody wants and crammed it out there. The only reason that you are on all these systems is because you've made exclusive deals with these companies to put your system on their product. Let's be honest. And a lot of companies develop for Microsoft products. That's like, the classic argument, Mac versus PC. Well, yeah, Mac might be a pretty system, might be a pretty and productivity and stuff, but when it comes to gaming, when it comes to 99.9% of all things designed out there, it's Microsoft that they're designing it for because they have the largest share of the market. I wish that wasn't true. However, but they keep going out here and plopping out whoever is sitting out these Twitter accounts and these Facebook accounts and their social media, they need to learn how to tell their people, you don't need to talk about any of our internal products at all because you're fucking us up as a company. You are screwing our customer base up. The guy was talking about people talking bad about the Windows 8, and he's like, oh, I don't understand why people don't like to do a product. This product is great. It's just these people are stupid. Might as well have said that. It's like the Adam Orth thing, which they fired him, but I think the damage has already been done from the Adam Orth issue because Like I said, the two rumors that I've heard: A, it will not be able to be played offline, which would just make it a very expensive paperweight. But I don't see them doing that. I see that there might be a couple of price level versions, and I think one of them is going to be you can play your single player games offline. You have to confirm them online, but you can play them offline. Blah blah blah, like it currently does on the Xbox system now. The other thing is EA getting the exclusive rights to Star Wars. Where do I begin with this stupidity that Disney? I was afraid when Disney got a hold of Star Wars that they would do this kind of garbage with the product. You know, I was hoping at first that maybe Disney, they're almighty, they're greedy, they like that money, they're going to do stuff to make more money with it, which means more products, more enjoyability from us. But obviously, the first thing that turned me away from that was they canceled Clone Wars, which was a fantastic cartoon series. Fantastic. It was so good. And then Star Wars Detours, which was a project that Seth Green was working on. That thing looked hilarious. Oh my God. Robot Chicken Star Wars it's some of the best Star Wars stuff out there. They pulled those two projects, and those two projects were great video games. Instead of giving EA exclusivity to all Star Wars products as far as the console generations and PC, they're stupid. Absolutely stupid. EA was voted the worst company. 2 years. Two years. Two. And yes, that's the British way. 2 years. The worst company in America. So Disney thinks, well, it's a great idea to give them one of our biggest new money maker. We're just going to give it to them because we're stupid, I guess. Why didn't they go the George Lucas approach? Instead of making Star Wars an exclusivity to EA, why not farm out some games to EA, farm out some games to these other developers, and say, when you all come back, show us what you have, and then we will either allow you to release that product or not. That sounds fair to me. That way you don't have all your assets tied up in one company that can totally screw you over. Because here's what EA does. I was upset when EA got a hold of the exclusivity to the NFL license, because honestly, I'd rather play NFL 2K5 than any Madden game that they've made. I'm sorry, Madden's just not that great of a game. Whether you like that or not, tough shit. But when they totally sewed up the NFL license, they ruined football games, because what they do is, and I understand it from a business perspective, what they've done, little improvements, little tiny incremental improvements is better than giving you the game that you really want, because next year they add another little improvement and you're willing to go and spend $60 more for that little improvement. Then the following year, it's a little improvement. You're willing to pay another $60 to get that little improvement, instead of giving you the game that you truly want to sit there and play and just update the roster every year. That's exactly what the mindset of that company is. Same thing with wrestling games. The problem with wrestling games is why give you the best of wrestling when they know next year you're going to buy another product from them? They're keeping themselves in business. That's all they're doing. And I'm afraid they're going to do it with the Star Wars license. They're not going to come out with anything spectacular. If they do, I'll be amazed. But I see them doing the same thing they did with the Madden thing. They're going to put out all kinds of shovelware. They're going to put out all kinds of crap games with maybe a little bit of good stuff here, a little bit of good stuff there, a little bit of good stuff here, but never the game that you truly want to play. Disney, you dropped the ball on this one. And literally, you dropped the ball because it's EA. I think that you should have, like I said before, farmed out your games to companies that really want to make Star Wars games. Say, hey, who out there really wants to develop a Star Wars game that's top notch, that's going to make tons of sales, and it's going to make us serious bank and make you serious bank? I think that makes a better business practice than, well, let's take this and give it to a company that's never really built a Star Wars game. Unless EA owns, yeah, EA owns BioWare and a couple of other ones. BioWare makes fantastic Star Wars games. However, somebody out there that's not affiliated with EA probably would have made the Star Wars game, probably would have made the best Star Wars game ever made. When you exclusively give it to one person like that, you ruin your options of making a fabulous game. Because you're going to get people that's going to make lazy games and games that basically they're just going to barely improve on every time they bring it out, so that you will buy the next version of the game. Shame on you, Disney, for not thinking through the multimedia aspects of what you just purchased. What made George Lucas super intelligent is the fact that he kept the merchandising rights to Star Wars. Smart. Absolutely one of the smartest business decisions anybody's ever made. And then he allowed people to build products from his vision. Made him billions of dollars. First thing you do when you get a hold of the license, quell the entire universe, being able to enjoy multiple versions of Star Wars, multiple versions of products, so that you can control it. You're doing the exact same thing that Games Workshop's doing, and it's going to backfire on you. Yeah, people are going to go watch the Star Wars movies like throwing chum in the water at sharks. However, the merchandising is what made George Lucas rich, not the movies. The games alone, if you would have done it right, would have made you billions upon billions of dollars, and you could have been laughing yourselves in the Mickey Mouse way. Huh? Oh, it's great, huh? To the bank every single day of the week with a fistful of cash in your hands, going, oh, this is so good. But no, you're just going to give it to some company that's not going to really give a crap about your product, not going to really develop anything spectacular, and people are going to hate you, and it's just going to hurt your business. I don't understand the business decision that you've made there. So Microsoft, you need to wake up and realize that customers is your business, and that your products are not the best in the universe. There's a reason a lot of people buy Apple over Windows, and that's because of quality. Because Apple, obviously when Steve Jobs was alive, gave a crap about the people. When Bill Gates was in the company, he gave a crap about the people. The people you have there now give a crap about the money. Nothing wrong with chasing the dollars. But if you don't please your customers will go somewhere else or will find an alternate product to replace yours with. The 720, if it's not backwards compatible, that's fine. But if I cannot play my single player games without being connected to the internet 24 hours a day, I will not buy one, plain and simple. I will be fine with my retro gaming machines. I'll be fine buying a PS4. If I can play it offline, that's what I'll have. No big deal. I'll buy what system I want to play. And obviously online is not my gig, baby. And EA, do something wise with it. Farm out the ideas, come up with some unique concepts, and you will do all right with the Star Wars license. Disney, you're ignorant for giving all of your video game and PC rights over to EA. You should have done it to where multiple companies, multiple products, any ones that come across your board that wasn't of quality, wasn't what you wanted to come out of your thing, they can't release it. It's called controlling. Controlling your content, not giving it to one company, hoping that it might work. You all need to straighten up, get smarter, Stop screwing your fans over. Stop screwing the customers. That's what I say.